In the middle of a wide, open, deserted space, under a pale and unforgiving sky, it sits alone. A 1966 Chevrolet Camaro, once a symbol of raw American power, speed, and youth, now reduced to a forgotten shell. Dust clings to its body like a second skin. Rust spreads across the metal in deep orange scars, eating away at what time has already taken. The tires are flat, collapsed under the weight of years of neglect. The windows are cracked, clouded, fractured by heat, cold, and silence. This car has not moved in decades. It has not been touched. It has not been remembered. The sun reflects weakly off faded paint that once shone with pride. The chrome is dull, pitted, lifeless. Panels sag. Gaps are uneven. The Camaro looks tired, wounded, and abandoned, as if it has finally accepted that no one is coming back for it. But even in this state, there is something unmistakable about it. A presence, a soul that refuses to disappear, because legends don't die, they wait. Discovery, every restoration begins with a moment, a pause, a breath. Someone walks closer. Footsteps crunch softly against dust and gravel. The camera moves slowly, respectfully, as if approaching something sacred. The front grille comes into view, bent and corroded, yet still recognizable. The iconic shape of the Camaro remains, buried beneath decay, but impossible to erase. Hands brush away a thin layer of dirt from the badge. The letters are worn, but they are still there. 1966, a year that meant muscle, freedom, rebellion. The door creaks when it's pulled open. The sound echoes through the empty space, sharp and emotional. Inside, the cabin is frozen in time. Torn seats expose brittle foam. The steering wheel is cracked, yellowed, warped by sun. Dust coats the dashboard so thick it feels untouched by human breath. The smell of old metal, dry fabric, and forgotten memories fills the air. This Camaro has seen roads that no longer exist. It has felt engines roar beside it. It has carried someone's dreams, someone's youth, someone's freedom. And then, one day, it was parked here and left behind. But abandonment is not the end. It is only a pause in the story. The decision is made without words. This car deserves another chance. Transportation moving a forgotten machine is never easy. The wheels refuse to turn at first, locked by rust and time. The suspension groans in protest as it's lifted for the first time in years. Every sound tells a story of resistance, of metal that has forgotten how to move. Slowly, carefully, the Camaro is guided onto the transport. Straps tighten, chains secure. Dust falls from the undercarriage in soft clouds as the car leaves the ground. As it's pulled away, the empty space behind it feels different. Something important has been removed. Something that waited long enough. The journey is quiet. The Camaro rides in silence, its reflection trembling slightly on polished metal rails. It doesn't know where it's going, but for the first time in decades, it's going somewhere. And that is enough. The first wash restoration begins with honesty. You cannot save what you cannot see. Water flows for the first time across the Camaro's body. At first, it beads and runs off, carrying away layers of dirt, dust, and neglect. Mud slides down the panels like years washing away. The sound of water hitting metal is gentle, rhythmic, almost comforting. As grime disappears, the truth is revealed. Rust holes in the fenders, cracks along seams, deep corrosion along the floor and lower panels. This car has suffered. It has been eaten slowly from the outside and the inside, but cleaning is not about judgment. It's about understanding. Brushes move carefully across the surface. Foam clings to every curve. The windshield, though cracked, begins to reflect light again. Chrome pieces emerge beneath oxidation, dull but not defeated. This is the moment where many would give up, but this is where restoration truly begins. Body repair, the Camaro is stripped down to its bare essence. Panels come off one by one. Bolts fight back, snapping or screaming as they break free. Sparks fly as rusted metal is cut away. The sound of grinders fills the air, sharp and controlled, echoing through the workshop. There is no rush here, only patience. Every rusted section removed is a wound acknowledged. Fresh metal is shaped, measured, and welded into place. The glow of welding arcs reflects off the body, lighting the scars before they heal. Each weld bead is deliberate, precise, a promise of strength. The frame is inspected, reinforced, realigned. Suspension components are removed, cleaned, rebuilt. Control arms regain their shape. Bushings are replaced. Bolts are renewed. Slowly, the Camaro stops being fragile. It becomes solid again. Panels are tested, fitted repeatedly. Doors are aligned. Gaps are adjusted until symmetry returns. What was once twisted and broken now stands straight, proud, ready. This is not just metalwork. This is resurrection. Preparation for paint before color. There must be perfection. The entire body is sanded. Once, twice, again. Hands move over the surface, feeling for imperfections invisible to the eye. Filler smooths the scars left by time. Primer coats the Camaro in a uniform gray, erasing its past while preparing it for its future. Under the lights, the body looks reborn. Clean lines, sharp edges, muscular curves. The Camaro's identity returns not as a memory, but as reality. Every inch is checked, every flaw corrected, because paint does not forgive mistakes. This moment is quiet, focused, respectful. The car is ready. Painting and polishing. The first layer of paint touches the body like breath. Smooth, controlled, even. Color spreads across the panels, transforming bare metal into something alive. The Camaro drinks it in, layer after layer, becoming deeper, richer, more powerful with each pass. The booth lights reflect off fresh paint, revealing a surface so smooth it looks unreal. The shape of the car emerges fully now, bold and aggressive, unmistakably Camaro. Once cured, the polishing begins. Compound cuts through microscopic imperfections. Pads glide across the surface. Slowly, the paint comes alive, turning from glossy to mirror-like. Reflections sharpen. Lines become crisp. This is the moment the car begins to recognize itself again. Interior restoration inside. The story continues. The cabin is stripped bare. Old carpet removed. Dead insulation discarded. The metal floor beneath, once rusted and weak, is now solid and clean. Sound deadening is applied, layer by layer, bringing comfort back where silence once ruled. Seats are rebuilt from the frames up. New foam restores shape. Fresh upholstery wraps around them, tight and perfect. The dashboard is restored, cracks repaired, surfaces renewed. Gauges are cleaned, recalibrated, brought back to life. Every switch, every knob, every detail matters. The steering wheel feels strong again in the hands. The scent inside the car changes from decay to new beginnings. This is no longer an abandoned shell. This is a cockpit. Engine and mechanical rebirth under the hood. The heart waits. The engine is removed, dismantled piece by piece. Years of grime are stripped away. Components are inspected, measured, rebuilt or replaced. Bearings renewed. Seals replaced. Surfaces machined to precision. When reassembled, the engine looks nothing like it once did. Clean, powerful, ready. The transmission is restored, the drivetrain rebuilt, fuel lines replaced, brakes renewed, wiring harnesses restored or remade, every connection clean, reliable, safe. This Camaro will not just look alive, it will live. The engine drops back into place. Bolts tighten, fluids fill, the moment approaches. The first start silence returns, a key turns. For a brief moment, nothing happens. Then the engine fires. The sound is deep, raw, unmistakable. A heartbeat returns after decades of absence. The Camaro breathes again. The exhaust note fills the space, controlled but powerful. The engine settles into rhythm, smooth and confident. This is not just a sound, It is a voice reclaimed. Final assembly wheels are mounted. Tires touch the ground with purpose. Glass is installed, clear and flawless. Trim pieces return to their places, shining under the light. Badges are carefully positioned, marking the Camaro's identity with pride. Every detail is checked, adjusted, perfected. The car stands complete. Final reveal, the camera pulls back. Light moves across the body. Reflections dance along the curves. The 1966 Chevrolet Camaro stands where an abandoned wreck once rested. Strong, clean, alive. It is no longer forgotten. It is no longer broken. This Camaro is a testament to patience, skill, and respect for history. A reminder that even when something looks beyond saving, there is always a story worth finishing. The engine idles smoothly. The car rolls forward, leaving the space behind it forever changed. Not everything abandoned is lost. Some things are just waiting to be remembered.